Time to go.
Since we first set foot on Inazuma. So many things have happened since then. Yeah, we've definitely made some progress on our journey. So, where should we go today? Huh? What's up? Hey! What the heck was that for? Doesn't want to talk, huh? All right, let's convince him to calm down a little.
Sure, wind strike.
Huh? So you don't have a vision after all? Seems like I've mistaken you for someone else.
At the very least, you should make sure you've got the right person before you go attacking. No, wait! Even when you've got the right person, you shouldn't go attacking.
Have you ever met someone by the name of Kazuha? He carries a sword just like you. I've also heard that he possesses, and that's none of your business. Never mind. You don't look like you know anything anyway. I'm wasting my time.
What the heck is this guy's problem? Coming around here, waving that... Well, one thing's for sure. No way are we telling him any... Right? Paimon has a feeling, though, that even anyway, just to be on the safe side, we should go fight Kazuha right away. Oh? What kind of hunch? A special connection? You mean, yeah. Maybe Anyway, there's no time to lose. Let's go. Paimon heard that the Crux fleet is stocking up in Rito at the moment.
You're looking for Kazuha too, huh? Guess he must have done something impressive after... Well, we took the small vessels into Rito on a routine supply run, only this time, if it's because of that battle on Nizuchi Beach, Captain Beto had a great run there. Kazuha keeps to himself most of the time. In fact, there are times when he doesn't...
Oh, so you still...
I've heard bits and pieces. Something about him blocking the Raiden Shogun... Is it really as big a deal as everyone's making it out to be? Really? Wow. When you put it like, he was called away earlier by some people from the Tenryo Commission. I thought they'd come to arrest him at first. Turns out they couldn't have been friends.
Just a little while ago, this would have been completely unimaginable. Thank you! Guess we'll go pay a visit to the Tenryo Commission.
All right then. I'll just stay here and...
Oh? It's you.
Greetings. We were just discussing the repealing of the Vision Hunt Decree. Since you're here, we invited Mr. Kaedahara here to extend a gesture of goodwill on behalf of the show. Your hard work has secured for us the agreeable state of affairs that we now enjoy. Also, the Almighty Shogun has issued a large array of directives aimed at resolving, or at least the Tri-Commission has made the recommendation to use this opportunity to restore the honor of the Kaedahara name. Regarding the history of the Kaedahara clan, I trust that you're— In short, there was once a group of select bladesmiths who served the Shogun directly, responsible for but there came a time when some of these bladesmiths revolted and fled to Snezhnaya. We later learned that the whole misadventure had been secretly orchestrated by the Fatui. Considering Mr. Kaedahara has once more made an outstanding contribution to Inazuma, the Almighty Shogun believes he should not only be in the interest of preventing further harassment of the Bladesmith clans by the Fatui, we chose not to publicly release—
This is a true honor. I am delighted to be in a position. However, would I be correct to assume that this
I can assure you that nothing could be further from the truth. With the Kaedahara clan's reputation and occupation restored, the Kaedaharas will be bladesmiths. You will be able to lead a safe and prosperous life in Inazuma City with the
I have grown accustomed to life among the elements. I fear I would no longer feel it, yet my ancestors did indeed take great pride in the name of Kaedahara.
I sense some hesitation in your words. Should you accept this offer, I imagine many of the malicious rumors—
Malicious rumors? All we heard on the way here was so—
Well, to some, the Muso no Hitotachi is something that can never be defeated. They cannot accept the idea that Mr. Kaeda— Also, eyewitnesses saw him using the power of Electro in addition to that of Animo. As a result—
What? But that doesn't make sense.
That is correct. However, to some people, the idea of a single—
This is just one of many similar rumors. I am very but perhaps if the Shogunate is willing to publicly support me, this situation—
This is precisely why I encourage you to give our offer some serious thought.
Please allow me some time to In fact, let us put this discussion on hold for the moment. Well then.
Yikes! We nearly forgot about the
Why would such a dangerous individual be looking for— No. This puzzles me as much as it does you. My fighting forms were taught to me by my family, based on techniques originally developed for blade testing. Over time, these techniques came to form something of a Kaedahara sword art. Focused on blade, those forms are quite different from the more practical ones typically used by samurai in battle.
All the more reason to watch your back. This guy was a serious nutcase.
Indeed. He sounds highly aggressive.
In that case, I will send some men out immediately to search.
Thank you. I must say, I am now very curious about this matter. I will first join the Traveler in investigating the one who attacked him.
Very well. Please stay safe.
Come on. Let's go and track down your aggressor.
The detective agency knows the most about what goes on in town. Let's see what Ryuji has to say.
Time to go.
Do you know if anyone around here has—
Aha! So this is the renowned Mr.
You are too kind. We are currently—
Oh? You were targeted in an assault? Mr. Kaidehara is currently the talk of... To be honest with you, our detective agency has... Some of them were offering us millions of mora just to gather the information they want.
Millions? Of mora?
Please, accept my thanks.
Of course. No matter what, we only take on legitimate Sorry, but I wouldn't know where to begin.
Then let's put that connection aside for now. The Tenryou Commission had very few leads.
It's true that the commissioners aren't clued up about every little thing. If anyone had been out there attacking people, that...
Uh-oh. Looks like the trail's already run cold.
I still find it difficult to believe that whoever attacked you hasn't been Few people possess your prowess in battle. So unless you were the first... I am well aware of your talents. It would cause me great grief to see someone become critically injured. For the poor victim, this would be a completely senseless crime.
Don't worry, we'll find him.
It seems you are every bit the selfless hero they make you out to be, Mr. Kaidehara. Sure...
You flatter me. True.
You are much too humble. Don't worry. Oh, actually, there was... Let me tell you about it just...
Sure. During times like this, the more
All right then. Recently, two people... One of them is a pretty well-known collector, surnamed Nagato.
Amanoma. Now...
Right. Yuya is the nephew of two grown men going missing at the same time. I recalled this because Amenoma Yuya is also...
Understood. Though it seems highly unlikely to me.
Sure! Can't hurt!
Thank you, Ryuji. We'll start by...
Sounds good. All the best with your investigation.
Ah, if it isn't Kaedehara Kazuha.
Huh? You two knew...
Yes. The Kaedehara and Amenoma clans were both members. After I returned to Inazuma, I Yes. You may recall the story of the Raiden Gokaden from the...
Though all bladesmiths trace their craft back to... As an example, the Amenoma art, strive. There is nothing mystical to our work. There is a... As for the art of the Kaedehara...
That's right. Ishin art strives for only a blade thus forged can capture and...
Indeed. Most samurai choose their blade. You are, without a doubt, the most worthy wielder of an Ishin blade.
You overestimate me. My actions are... But let's get back on topic. The purpose of our visit, we hope to assist with the investigation.
Ah, yes. My nephew. He didn't say a word before he left. But I've done what I can so far.
We heard that there was a collector involved in the disappearance too.
Yes. On the morning that Yuya went missing, he gave me... I believe he went to collect the item from Mr. Nagato. Yes. Strange, isn't it? I want...
Do you have any thought...
If I had to guess, it must have been some kind... He's never been particularly interested in blade forging. But as always, he is extraordinarily talented in martial arts.
Truth be told, we have some information that you may find to... Based on the evidence we have gathered so far, only Yuya...
What? No. He is humble and kind. Even his
Is that...
Yes. If there's one thing I can say for certain... But, with that said, I also cannot know what course of action he might be capable of if coerced. Anyway, should you find...
Don't worry. You have our word.
From the sound of that, Paimon doesn't think...
Yes. It sounds as if something happened when the two men met each other. Let's pay a visit to the Nagato household. Time to go.
I'm very sorry, but we cannot afford to pay. My husband has gone missing.
No, you misunderstand us.
Ah, I see. I thought, I'm sorry you have to see me in this dreadful state.
I'm afraid we don't have any new information. With this in mind, can we perhaps...
For example...
That's a long story. He'd always get so animated when he was showing them to me. Everything was fine when we first got married.
Uh-oh.
He lost his sense of restraint. Our expenses really spiraled out of control when he started getting interested in weapons. It was all... He wouldn't sell them, wouldn't even touch them. I'm happy he has a hobby, and I'm willing to support him. On the last day that I saw him, I gave him an...
Whoa!
And that led to an arc.
Actually, it didn't. Generally, you must understand, I never would have dreamed of... After I said those words, he froze. His voice was so meek and pitiful that I felt an urge to take everything back. But then what? If I didn't draw the line, what had I not indulged his bad habits? And I also don't know if the next thing I heard was that our warehouse had caught fire.
I see. Amenoma Yuya came to purchase a weapon from...
At first, I assumed they must have, but my husband has never been one to negotiate. He never even haggles when he's out buying groceries, so it's hard...
Maybe...
I don't know. He just disappeared. Perhaps he's too afraid to come home, now that all his collectibles... Even though I'm still a little mad at him. As long as he's willing to turn over a new leaf,
Please don't get upset. There could be more to this situation than if collecting things is a habit that Mr. Nagato had, but the information we gathered from the other side suggests This situation is getting a little confusing.
A little confusing?
Let's try a change of scenery. And rest assured, we'll notify you if we find anything.
Thank you so much.
Based on the information we've gathered so far, I can only surmise that the fire at the warehouse likely played a part in how the situation unfolded. Do you have any thoughts?
Well, nope, never mind. Paimon's brain needs to rest for a while.
That is the most likely conclusion based on everything we know. However, in this case, only one of the parties would have if this is indeed what happened. One fact that I keep coming back to is that Mr. Nagato, being heavily in debt, the more I ponder it, the more puzzling it becomes. Right. Although the time frame seems Amenoma Yuya lacks a key distinguishing feature of the attacker.
Darn! We thought we...
Let's keep going. Since we've come this far, if we can solve the case, both Mr. Amenoma and Mrs.
Okay, but where should we go now?
Let's head out of the city and check out the warehouse. Follow the wind. Time to go. Wait. I hear something ominous in the wind.
Oh! This must be another one of those sounds as sketchy as that whole thing seems. You did put it to good use.
Now I'm picking up a strong...
But there's nothing here.
It's gone now. But it felt very much like that ancient presence in Indeed. But this... we should remain vigilant. And...
So it's an underground...
The force is definitely coming from down below. The source of the Tatarigami energy has long since left this place. Judging from the concentration, I would...
Mrs. Nagato said her husband used to hang...
It could well be that he was already under the influence. From what I've been told, but most will develop a stubborn streak. Mr. Nagato had an interest in collecting to begin with. The influence...
So what should we do now?
Step back. I'll open the door and take a... If we don't open this door, we can move no closer to the truth. You needn't worry. Both of us have faced... Everything's buried in debris. I can't see anything. It looks like the fire caused a cave-in, reducing the
That was too scary! Paimon!
All we can do now is keep searching in the direction that the two ordinary humans, entangled with the Tatarigami. Yes, let's go. If not, quiet your mind and focus on what you sense around you. From this point, the trail, the main source of the Tatarigami energy, continued on into the
Whoa! Look at all those hilly churls! They're acting really strangely.
Something seems to be drawing their attention. Let's take a closer look.
Let me scry.
Wind strike!
Born of ice and frost.
It's,
Ugh! Look at this.
by the looks of it, a letter written on a well, let's take a look. According to this letter, a conflict or Yuya started the fire that destroyed the warehouse and wounded Mr.
So,
He was not only mortally wounded, but also under the heavy whatever traces there may have been of his fate beyond after this point. They've sent. Yes. Right now, we need to uncover if Amenoma Yuya is attacking other people indiscriminately.
right. So let's get moving.
I wouldn't be surprised if he, too, for a practitioner of the martial arts, all the clues that at first seemed. I have a hypothesis that, if it's correct,
Wait. You figured it.
I believe so. But it's something. On with the search. We must stay vigilant. He seems to.
Why here? Is there anything?
I'm not sure. But on. Show yourself! It's no use hiding.